Hey all, Hipper here. So we're doing yet one more Hayaka video here. I promise it's going to be the last for a while, so don't forget to subscribe, of course, because everyone loves Hayaka videos, right? So final word, should the ship be nerfed or not? And I think yes, just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. Add a second or two to the reload, that should do it. But it looks like I'm in the minority, so we're just gonna let the ship stay the way it is, and everyone is happy. I mean, I'm happy too, because look at this here. If you remember, first I played 10 battles in the ship just to see how we were going to do, and I had 9 wins and 1 loss, and I showed you that loss, and that will give you an impression of how the wins were. But I actually played another 10 battles the other day just to see, well, how are we going to do it this time, and lo and behold, 9 wins and 1 defeat. So in this video I'll show you the other defeat. And first let's just look at the build, because that's obviously pretty important. So again, this is a build from my PlayStation account, so my Takagi is not 16.4, he is on Xbox along with the inspirations, but here he's not. And honestly, I don't feel any difference at all. I know they're pretty much the same level, I mean the inspirations are pretty low, but I cannot feel any difference at all between the two ships. And you know, in theory, my PlayStation ship here should be fairly, you know, behind my Xbox version, but it's not. They feel exactly the same, and this goes to tell you how much that, you know, 3 or whatever 4% dispersion actually does, which I have said for a long time is nearly nothing. Anyway, let's get into the battle here. So this battle here, I want to show you a real champ of a carrier player. You don't see them often out there, but this guy here, he deserves every well, accolade there is. And although it doesn't work out for him, it's still, you know, a play that I respect, and it's something that I wish more carrier players would do, really. So when I start in my Hayaka, I usually go forward for about a minute, 30 seconds, so it depends on the map. In this case here, 30 seconds. And then I turn around, hopefully before I get spotted. And then I sit in a position like this here, angled with my stern towards the enemies, or to, you know, the biggest threat really. And that just makes it really difficult for some reason for the red team to actually hit me. I don't know, I think it's something to do with the fact that most people are used to shooting at battleships when they're pointing, you know, the bow forward, and the stern just seems to throw people off. I don't know, it's something I see a lot of people do, and it's nothing new, but it works really well with Hayaka, especially because this ship here does so well when it's angled like this. Like it's near impenetrable. So this video here is not about me. My videos are never about me, right? No, this video here is actually about the carrier player, and as you'll see, up until the last minute or so in the battle, he is actually playing quite an anonymous role. I mean, he's not bad at all. He's not all the way in the corner, which is amazing. He's close to the fight, but he's not too close, so he gets spotted and taken out. That's what you want from a CV player, and he does a pretty good job spotting as well. You can see he's chasing the destroyer at the moment, having it all the way at the corner of the map because it's panicking and trying to run away. Unfortunately, it's too far away for anyone to really fire at that destroyer, but still doing the exact, like, the right thing, and much appreciate that, because I'm pretty much a sitting duck when you are, you know, in the cap like me here. I'm just sitting here in the cap. I'm just waiting for people to move in, and then I'm going to take them out. It's fairly simple. It's a standard, you know, play style in my Hayaka. I mean, this is not that much of a mobile battleship. It works much better as, you know, a concrete fort, just you know, locking down a whole flank like here, and you know, just it's a very good defense ship actually. Offense, it's probably lacking in that department, and I suppose that's why actually Wargaming is satisfied with it. And I guess I haven't really noticed that, because I don't tend to push much in the ship here, exactly for that reason. And I just never, you know, put the two together, I guess. So the carrier is making another move here. Again, I don't know why he's going for me. There's a destroyer in the game, and I'm not capping or anything. I'm just sitting here, but we still take a torp, and that's just too bad. Now, if you watch over on the left side of the map, there's a New Mexico, and he's been sitting behind that island next to the carrier for 5 minutes now, without having a clear shot at anybody. And I remember these things, so I'm taking a lot of incoming fire for this guy because he is not sharing the fire with me really. So I am making a mental note of that. So at some point in this battle, when I'm low on hit points, he is going to be my meat shield, and I have no problem with that at all. When I play, I continually make observations on what the other players are doing. Are they contributing to the game? Are they doing, things that make sense? And if they are, that's excellent. I will back them up if needed. And if they aren't, if they're just trying to kill steal like this New Mexico here and being really, really bad at it actually, then if the situation, if push comes to shove and someone needs to be sacrificed, well, it will certainly be one of those players there. So I have no issue with that at all. Hyega is actually fairly good at these capture the base battles here because, like I said, it's a very good defensive battleship. You can also see the other Hyega on the opposing team. He's playing exactly the same way I'm doing. He's taking it easy, he's taking it slow, he's not pushing too much. He's just sitting at, not max range, but 15, 16 Ks, and then he's taking out whoever is unfortunate to be spotted. And that's how you do it in Hyega. And then once the enemies have been whittled down to where it's more manageable, then you can push in a little bit, but still, this is a battleship that does its best work moving away from the enemy, really. You can see the Hyega there, he's 17 away. He's doing, like I said, the same thing I'm doing. But my main problem now is the Italian over here on the left flank, because that New Mexico simply hasn't done his job. So I'm in a crossfire now. And again, I am, politely swearing at this dude here for playing a game that's all about shooting other ships and then not playing the game, basically. What's the point? If you're a battleship, you need to get your guns in play, and you need to be able to shoot at the enemies, and if that means that they can shoot at you, that's just too bad. You have to mitigate that the best you can. Of course, don't have too many enemies shooting at you, especially if you're a battleship. If you're an agile cruiser, that doesn't matter. That's actually kind of the point. But you want to generally limit how many people can shoot at you. But also you also want to make sure that at least one person can shoot at you, because otherwise you are not able to shoot at that person in general. And that's what's happening here. This Cesare here, he really should have been removed or pushed back or something. He's in a really nasty spot for us here. And it means that I wasn't able to perform the maneuver I wanted to do. I wanted to get more into the middle, but I was just broadside onto this thing here. And although it is a tier 4, it is one of the best tier 4s. And it can certainly put on the hurt. So unfortunately, and that's probably actually here where we lose the battle. I told you, didn't I? But yeah, we do lose this battle. Oh, I actually told you already in the beginning, so that's fair enough. So the destroyer is gone, and now we are definitely losing this battle here. How do I know that? Well, because the New Mexico is clearly a sub 1000 XP player, or a triple digit player, and the more players like that you have on your team, the more you're going to lose. And in general, the team that has the most players in triple digit XP is the team that loses. It's really nothing to do with how well you play or whatever you do out here, which is like a huge downside to this game here. So the Cesare is gone. That helps, but I still have very little faith in that New Mexico there, and I'm trying to make up a plan here, because we are ahead on points. So we just have to hold our base and not lose any ships, and everything should be, hunky-dory, no problem. But that's it. We lose the Devonshire there, and we are now equal on points, exactly. And I didn't expect this to happen. Probably my my bad, actually. I thought that that guy was going to, guard himself and make sure, but I guess not. So what I have to do now is sink this California here, and this is a full health or near full health California, and I'm a higher guy at not even 9,000 hit points. And so many people say, oh, California is so much better than Hyega. And I say, no, it's not. It's definitely not. Hyega eats Californias for breakfast. And again, I'm very low on hit points here. There's High Caliber and Confederate. And if I get sunk, we're definitely going to lose. So that's why I am fully aware of this. I'm letting this New Mexico take a beating. Because, well, welcome to the battle, my friend. You are late, and you haven't done your job at all. So now it's your turn to take a little bit of a spanking for us, and hopefully you won't sink. But if you do sink, then hopefully we can work around that. So I'm going around this island here because I'm hoping that the California will be baited by the New Mexico, and look at that, like one salvo and he's nearly done. I was like, oh my god. So that was the plan here. But of course, I go out and I'm spotted, and I'm like, oh, he's still bow on. That sucks. And look at the other Hyega. Still, like 18, 19 kilometers away, just, waiting out there like a shark to pounce. And that's what you want to do. The same thing I'm doing in my Hyega here. And that's how you play the ship. So now I'm asking the carrier for help. And he actually replies and he says, okay, yep, I will actually make a move here. Now, what he's doing now is something that makes me know that this guy understands the game. He knows exactly what to do, because we are neck on neck on points, exactly 427 each. And to win this battle here, we need to get rid of this California. We need to stop the California from capping, first of all, because that's going to put us behind on points. And second of all, we're going to have to try to sink a ship. So California is obviously the easiest one to sink at the moment, because he's broadside to me, exactly what I wanted him to be. He had to make a choice. Do you go broadside to the New Mexico or to me? I'm further away, so that's probably why. But this California here forgets that this is the situation where Hyega just excels, kiting away from a battleship and then getting all guns on targets. And there goes the New Mexico, like the carrier got him, believe it or not. And things are looking really bad for us now. But you can see my carrier, he's taken, things matters into his own hand here. He's actually trying to win the battle, because he knows that if he gets his carrier into the red circle, into the red cap, just for a few minutes, the Reds won't acquire any points in that time. And we might just be able to win if I can get rid of this California here and get, a bunch of points that way. So it's an excellent plan this guy has. He just has to last inside the cap until the points are ahead. And if he can stay unspotted from the Hyega, we're going to win. And of course I need to take out the California. That's part of the plan here. And we don't know each other. We're just random players on the team. But obviously this is the plan. And he was counting on me doing my part, and I'm counting on him doing his part. I know his part is a lot harder, because he has to stay alive in a carrier inside the cap, and he's spotted by the other carrier, and there's a Hyega around. So what I gotta do now is to find that Hyega and get it, removed. But obviously I'm too far away. It's very simple, and it's just unfortunate. And I'm just telling him, try to see if you can spot the Hyega. I might be able to remove it, but he's outside my range, and I have quite a bit of range on this ship here, and still I won't be able to hit him. But you see the carrier, he's still pushing. He's thinking, okay, I might survive this. Like the Hyega is going to be able to get off 2 salvos, perhaps 3. Now that's a long shot, definitely. But if the carrier stays bow on like he's doing now, he might be able to survive 2 salvos. 3 unlikely. 2 salvos, maybe. So at the same time, I am steaming full speed ahead up here. If I get the carrier, or like preferably the Hyega, we're going to be in a better position. We're down to almost 30 seconds. And just saying, yes, I'm coming. I mean, the carrier, he's making, this is a Hail Mary here. Like, he's doing whatever he can to win the battle. And look at that, he's actually ahead on points now. So if he stays alive, we will win, and if he gets, taken out like he did there, then we lose, and that's fair enough. I made a mistake earlier. I didn't push when I couldn't really push when I wanted to, and that's probably why I was too far away here. But still, that carrier player, fantastic guy, and thank you so much for actually, keeping an eye on the battle and, formulating a plan and thinking, hey, how can I win this battle in this situation here? And you can see he's second on the team as well. And unfortunately, we lost. And who won? Well, the other Higher won, of course, because it's super powerful. Anyway, that was, carrier video here, Higher video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.